monetizers, Mariah Monetize here, and welcome back to another video. So today I kind of wanted to give the story of what happened when I bought my very first Bitcoins. And I wanted to share this story because I was just a little grasshopper making my first investment for the first time. Yeah, that would make sense. Well, I really wouldn't say for the first time, to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory. When I was maybe 19 years old. I was 19 years old and I had won my very first sweepstakes. I won $13,500 and I was encouraged and told that I should probably invest it. So I put it in a middle risk, I don't know exactly what it would be called, some kind of a portfolio that was a matter of stocks and bonds, and I think it grew over time. I might have made a couple $1,000s over a couple years. So that was actually my first form of investing, and for me that revenue was going to my local bank, and they had a financial advisor that came in once every few weeks because it was like a smaller branch. But I guess you could say that was my first intro to investing, even though I didn't quite realize it. But today, I'm going to be talking about my very first experience with buying Bitcoin for the first time. And I want to share this because I believe that you can possibly learn from it. So let's get started. So you can see here, I'm on my Coinbase account. It has all the history from all the Bitcoin purchases that I have made. So, back on February 14th, 2016, and I think I may have possibly also started buying Bitcoin in 2015 on a different app. I can't even remember the specific name of that app, but you can see here. I bought almost 5 Bitcoin at $397 a piece. How crazy is that? So I was all excited. I bought my first Bitcoin, and then I made a very poor choice. And on April 4th, just a few short months later, I decided to sell my Bitcoin at $419. And I made myself a profit of $69.84, and I must have been like, wow, look at me, I know what I'm doing. And in reality, this was a bad choice because, as you can see, if I would have just held, I would have had a much better return. And then you could see I realized here that I made a big mistake. And I bought back 3.11 Bitcoin at $771. And that was, oh, it doesn't have a year on here, which is strange, but I'm pretty sure it was also 2016, and that was in December. So I'll never forget when I bought my first Bitcoin, and I was so excited, like, wow, I made the right choice. I bought something, it went up in price, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I said, hey, might as well sell. The reason why I want to share this particular story with you is to give you some insight on what it's like to invest for the first time and see your asset grow. Now, looking back, what I would have done is I would have put a trailing stop loss on that. I would have put it on an exchange, I would have had a trailing stop loss, or I would have put a stop. What does that mean? A stop would have been, okay, if it gets back to the original price that I bought it for, I don't want to go in the loss, I'm going to sell it as soon as it hits that. Or a trailing stop would have been, as it was rising, I would have put a trailing stop loss, maybe 5% below, so that if it dropped 5% down, it would have automatically sold for me. So it's really easy to get jumpy and get excited when you see things going up. So this was my first experience when I saw Bitcoin rising just a small amount. And then I definitely got smarter over time because when I got really lucky and I bought Ethereum at approximately $7 and I saw it jumping and jumping and jumping, I'll never forget when it jumped from $7 to about $55. And everyone around me was encouraging me to sell. And I was just so sure in my bones that was not the right decision to make. And I wrote it out and I wrote it out and I wrote it out. Because I learned patience. It takes time. And for some of you, you might just have to experience it. You might have to experience it in patience and lose out on some opportunity. But for some of you, you might watch this video and be like, hey, I see she made a mistake. I don't want to make the same mistake. Let me go ahead and prevent that mistake from happening. Maybe you put your coins in a cold storage or you don't look at them so frequently. It's really easy to constantly be looking at the prices, which makes you want to make constant decisions. But what's really important about investing, and I'm really excited about making videos in the future about this, is the emotional aspect. So if you want to stay in the in the know-how or the know of what investing is like when you add emotions into it, or in another sense, take out the emotions, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those upcoming videos. So there is a huge component when it comes to the emotional side of investing. And I think that's a key component. Most people don't quite get it, but if you really get down and understand the emotional aspect and how to navigate your emotions when your portfolio is rising really quickly and dropping really quickly, you will absolutely make better decisions over time. So I hope you enjoyed my short little story on what not to do and what happens when you're first investing and you kind of get jumpy and you see a quick increase and you want to sell right there. The price eventually got away from me, almost doubled in just an 8-month period. And so I hope you learned from this video. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends if they are also thinking about getting into crypto or cryptocurrency and learning a lesson from someone who didn't really make the exact right choice initially when it came to investing in Bitcoin. So that's all I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.